Hello, hello, my lovely League Guardians. Okay. Alright, so this matchup, we're going for that lovable Nunu in the jungle. And we're faced quite an interesting team comp here. We've got Zyra, we got Twitch. Zyra and Twitch are pretty good lane. As far as Zyra is concerned, she can harass while Twitch farms. So Zyra is, I think Zyra's peak is somewhere around mid game. I don't think she's a late game champion, but she compensates for her late game lacking with her CC. And she does a lot of damage, like, she has, her kill potential is not as strong, but she does a lot of, like, damage, in her CC kit. She does a lot of damage. So we'll have to be wary of that. You know, saving our flash for a fight is a good idea. Secondly, okay, so and then you've got a Xin. A Xin is going to farm pretty hard. Xin can do a flash, engage. So warding properly is going to be key. Hop over. Sometimes people are waiting for me on that side. Trail away. Eat a pot. Yum. Okay. So we're going to want to keep an eye on the Xin by warding. Now Xin can try something sneaky, like a level 2 sneaky. Okay. Going to do that. On over. Not today, buddy. Okay. He should be alright. Just has to watch it. He needs to get out. So I've put lots of wards. Okay, there's then. So one of the pluses about being able to ward like that is being able to track people. Because we were able to track him quite a ways. Yeah. So it's pretty easy to track the Xin's movement. He's still in, he's still over here somewhere. The Xin. And on top of that, what that means is, our mid laner or whomever can play a little more aggressively. Pull it to the side a little bit. There's Zen. Gonna scare away the Twitch here. Giving them a little breathing room. It looks like all lanes are doing really well. Okay, we're gonna go back. Gonna get Balmies. And we're gonna get that. That. Now, in the past, I've tried to get this quickly, but I just don't think that works in this elo. I think getting wards out, helping your team either see what's going on so they can make better decisions, stuff like that. So we're gonna ward down here. And we're gonna ward right here. So my team knows just how aggressive they can be at this point. They can be a little aggressive. They can go all the way in. But with me over here, they know it's safe because they know that I'm here. So even though I don't have to help the Vlad, he is safe as safe can be. Well, not that safe. Alright, so we're just gonna hang out over here, so she'll just leave her lane. Just make her feel uncomfortable. Yeah, she's just evening out the lane. And looks like they're concentrating on getting bot tower there. Alright. It's managing where everyone is at the moment. So far, top is good, mid is good. Bottom is a little so-so, you know? Should I stay here? It's like 10 seconds. Wow. 10 seconds, I'll stay. Alright, he's dead. But yeah, he's gonna miss his farm. The top lane is doing just fine. One of the issues that will come up later on is the Twitch can pop out of nowhere, essentially. And if our guys don't know how to handle that, okay, there's Zen. I feel like this is too much commitment for these guys. Oh, that was pretty good. Pretty darn good. I'm just trying to get what I can with farm here. Nope. See you later, buddy. Oh, did I even steal blue? What? I don't think I even stole blue. That's unfortunate. Thought I stole it. Okay. Fine. Alright, so we're gonna get Cinder Hulk items. We're going to get Ninja Tabi. I get that. But at this point in the game, what we have to realize is our bottom lane does not work well. So we need to have them get farm, and we need to kind of watch out for them. The problem is the Twitch kind of pops out of nowhere, and he can really take advantage of the situation that way. So there's Twitch, so that bot lane can do whatever they want. Okay, he's should be dead. But yeah, the Twitch roaming, that's gonna definitely take its toll. Okay, let's see if Caitlyn can defend herself like she can. Garvin's going after the he should be fine. Word right here. Now we still have to worry about the Twitch, which makes this kind of dangerous. Right here. Damage. Eat it. Little snack. Hopefully nobody will come. Aw, come back here, buddy. Oh, nice. Garvin is doing work, man. Okay. Wow, they are really doing work. So we are going to we're gonna get our boots. We're gonna get some Frozen Heart action. Wow. He's taking care of business, this guy. Wow, that is so dangerous, man. Alright, we're gonna get some. Needs to watch it here. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that. Take this out. Vision right here. Alright, they're looking to I think they're gonna get top though. Yeah, top doesn't have much life in it. Not today, buddy. There we go. Alright, so that was pretty nice. I did not think we would do that well. Alright, gonna eat up Mr. Rift here. Okay. Here. I think what I'll do is release, well, I'm not sure. I think I'll release. Oh, here we go. Funny stuff. Alright, so we're gonna knock this out real quick. There we go. Nice. Man, this dude. Oh, buddy! Out of there, buddy. That's funny. I'm just gonna grab ourselves a dragon here. Nice. So we have 420. What am I talking about? 420. It was 720. Alright, let's see. We're gonna get this magical item. And do I need magic damage? Not really. Zyra doesn't do a whole lot of damage. We're gonna get that, and is Twitch going for... Okay, Twitch is critical build. We're definitely gonna want this. So Baron should be the next. Oh my goodness, this dude. Okay. Caitlyn should not be going that way. Okay. Yeah, Caitlyn should have just let her die, unfortunately. Get some minor wards. But yeah, that's what she... Okay. All right, go for that Baron. I just need one person. That's all I need. That's the beauty of Nunu, man. Like, you are just the ultimate Baron destructor here. Alright, we're looking at 760 or, there we go. Alright, so we can actually finish an item here. Then, head on out. So, when, you're Baron, it is a monumentally great time to push all lanes. You can forget about camps unless it's like a really important blue camp or something like that. But pushing all lanes enables you to see more on the map. Gives you more options. That's why Baron is just so nice. Because, like, they are kind of unorganized here. They're not sure where to go. So we are just disrupting that so much. It's like, where do you go? I'm gonna speed up this guy back here so he's gonna do lots of damage. And look, our team is just cleaning up. Let's speed up that guy back there. And we just got an ace. So that's game over, man. Beat up that guy. Getting that ace, man. So Xin should be up in a little bit here. I'll let it do some more damage. There we go. Back to destroying the turret. There we go. Just need to wait for another wave. Beat up my guy. Alright, simple, easy peasy work. By the numbers, man. By the numbers. Alright, so they are lost all their inhibitors. Just have to just walk it in, man. There we go. There we go. All right. The power of Nunu. All right, so who's getting it? Jarvan's getting it. He's he did some good shot calling there. So yeah, so mid did well. Our top did excellent. Our bot lane not so much. But what really sent us over the edge was prioritization on objectives that would end the game sooner, and that would be Baron. Just as a jungler, you really want to have an idea of, is Baron up? Can we do Baron? How risky is it to do Baron? You know, it was almost absolutely no risk, and I was just doing the Baron with Vlad, and the rest of them came toward me. If it wasn't for Vlad coming to me to do Baron, we wouldn't have done Baron, because bot lane was kind of doing their own thing. They're like, Baron. Now we need to open the gates. That's what we need to do. Like, okay, free Baron, free Baron as Nunu. But yeah, that's the importance of knowing, or just having it in your mind. Like, these objectives are just game breaking, because you saw that bot lane was having such a hard time, and the Twitch could have made it so much harder on our bot lane. He was looking for additional kills, and he was not finding a whole lot, but he certainly did well in their bot lane. But their team couldn't, had a hard time dealing with the tankiness of us. Like, the top laner, did what he could, but versus the Jarvan, who's got Titanic Hydra plus Thornmail, oh my goodness, he's gonna last forever, man. And then for me, I'm just gonna CC forever. I'm gonna like the times when I was messing with Zyra, and I was just kind of like, oh no, what do I do? And then I just like, oh, I'll just wait for somebody else when I CC you. So the way that you play Nunu is you don't try to assassinate anybody with Nunu. It's all about CC and taking damage and sort of waiting for your team to group up. And that can be difficult in solo queue, because everyone wants to do their own thing and not everyone's on the same page. But there's ways to guide people down a certain, to do something that you want to do. Like when I went to do Baron, I pinged Baron. Bot lane didn't come right away. The Vladimir came. Once Vladimir came, the bot lane's like, well, now that we don't have Vladimir, we can't do anything. Okay, we'll just do Baron. I'm like, okay, yeah. So Baron was not in their hindsight there. They weren't focused on Baron. But just a little a little pinging and me kind of sitting up in the Baron area with everything warded up, like I'm ready to go. As soon as you guys want to win, let's win the game. All right, so Twitch I found would be doing the most damage. Also, Xin is going to do a decent amount of AD burst damage. And just to take care of most of the damage coming from the Twitch as critical damage, I went and got Randuin's Omen. And this is its first unique passive is going to take off. So minus 20% damage taken from basic attack critical strike. That is going to reduce a ton of damage and enable me to CC for longer to take more shots from the Twitch. And the health is going to help versus the health on that item is also going to work towards my favor. Like the Frozen Heart, now that I think about it, like it's going to deter champions like Xin and Twitch, but not that much. So I could have itemized a little better with Frozen Heart and gotten an item that is more like health related, because health is good versus AD and AP, especially earlier in the game, because more health, the more turret shots you can take, the more health, the longer you can last, and it allows you to take a moderate amount of AP damage and AD damage. And that's the importance of health. If you have a variety of certain damages, they've got 2 magic damage, but mostly AD damage. So I would say going a healthy item would have been better, like War Monks or something like that. So Cinder Hulk into Randuin's Omen to War Monks, or some kind of AP or health item. And Cinder Hulk is my in the first item. They reduced the cost a while back, but I think now that they reduced the health a little bit to give it a little nerf, but it's still a very nice cost effective item. And then Ninja Tabi to get rid of a lot of the attacks coming from Twitch. I didn't feel like they had a ton of CC I had to worry about. They have a decent amount of CC, but not enough to where I'm that concerned. Because I want to take hits anyway. I want to take the CC. But alright, so the Vladimir went 11, 1, and 6 and has a Dark Seal. Dark Seal is going to ramp up with his ability to get kills, and the Vladimir was going AP Vladimir instead of like sort of survivability annoying Vladimir. This Vladimir is more aggressive, but as you can see, he took care of business, man. Jeez, I should have looked at his KDA earlier. Jarvan was just knocking it out of the park in his lane, and then he was super effective elsewhere. So these guys knew their lanes so much that I felt like I didn't even need to gank. I don't think I ganked them once, and I felt like they knew what they were doing. I don't think I ganked. Maybe I ganked. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so if you have confidence in your laners, and you're a jungler that thrives on the late game, farm it up, man. It's a little different if you don't have confidence in your lanes, and sometimes you have confidence in one lane and another you don't. I had no confidence in bot lane, but was it the fact that they needed a gank? I don't think so. Like, I forget if I went bot lane, but I know I interacted a lot more as late game turned on. But all I was concerned with bot lane is they get farm, and I didn't want to help bot lane because that would get them and me into trouble. Because if I try to initiate a fight when their bot lane is ahead and our bot lane is behind, now our bot lane is behind for various reasons, maybe technical, Maybe they're not playing that well. Maybe they're having, you know, sort of a bad game. But maybe the other player is just better. But it takes some time as a jungler or as a league gamer overall to understand, can your lane really come back if you help them? There's times where you can help people all day. You can get a double kill in their lane. You can even give them the money for the double kill by having them last shot the enemy champions. But if they don't have the mechanics to outplay or outdo or outfarm the enemy, they're just gonna lose again. So you kind of have to play around your strongest. You have to play around your strongest people. And in some games, you're gonna get people that are not gonna know how to play. They don't know the mechanics that well, or maybe they got auto position somewhere. Lots of different things can happen, and as a jungler, you have to assess your lane strengths and weaknesses and say, well, if I gank this lane, you know, I need that person to take care of business himself the next time he tries to get to a skirmish. If it's something where they're going even, then that's definitely a prospect where if my guy has just a little bit of advantage, then he'll come out ahead. But that doesn't happen all that often. It's usually you get beat in your lane or you don't, and different lanes get beat. And in this case, we had 2 winning lanes, but we had bot lane which lost and gave up first tower. So there's lots of things that you can take into account. I did not want to throw our bot lane into a fight. I didn't want to get us into a fight because bot lane needed to farm, not fight. And knowing that just takes time, because you can't say, okay, well, you've had a rough lane, I'm gonna help you gank. Oh wait, you don't do enough damage. Oh wait, I'm dead. Okay, wait, there's more of us dead. So if I would have went that line, that would have been a much more difficult game. So just throwing wards up, making sure that they're protected, that does a world of good. And you should think that before thinking about ever trying to engage, because our 2 lanes were strong, and as soon as we started getting into little skirmishes, I don't think we got into one big team fight ever. I think we got into little skirmishes where top and mid really cleaned up, and their team didn't take that into account. They didn't take into account how strong Jarvan was. And I just kept either pushing objectives or doing farm, putting down wards, so we know where people were coming from and all this other stuff. Like Xin in the beginning, we knew where Xin was. It protected our mid laner. And if our mid laner knows what's going on, he can make better choices. Sometimes a player is just better because he knows where the jungler is. He knows how risky he can make a play. He can trade. He can walk a little across the map to make a trade and not worry about it because he knows just where the jungler is. So, all right. So as far as the frozen heart, I could have itemized better, and I should have gotten health item. I didn't really need a frozen heart. Because we weren't team fighting. But it's hard to know whether you're gonna fall into a team fight or you're gonna look at these little skirmishes. The Vladimir's got his proto belt. It's gonna make him harder to catch. His Landry Torment is giving him a little more survivability with the AP and the health. So these items are excellent. And he's got some armor pen. So he's doing a lot of damage. And the Jarvan, he's got sustainability plus damage, which is how you should build Jarvan. Jarvan is a monster. He was just knocking it out of the park this game. But yeah, you do so much damage with your combo with Jarvan with Titanic Hydra. It's sick. You don't even have time to recover mentally from all the damage that Jarvan does. All right, so the Caitlyn came across with her critical items. So she caught up in farm. She actually doubled her farm versus the Twitch. The Twitch gave up in terms of farm. He didn't even bother anymore because his other lanes, at some point in the game, they just stopped. They just gave up. Twitch, he won his lane, but then he gave up. What? But so Caitlyn came out strong in the end, and with great double the farm Twitch. So handling things a certain way really has just massive effects on the psychology of players. You know, I could have been typing, Caitlyn, you suck. But instead, you know, kind of let him go his own, let him or her go at their own pace, give them room, give them support that you can with wards. I can't help you fight, but I can throw a ward down for you, even though that's a little tricky with Twitch. But Twitch is not going to make as much money off continuing to kill Caitlyn and the Soraka. Raka did what she did a good job in this game. Got lots of support. She healed lots of people, and that's tough to deal with. If you have a Raka that knows how to play, look out, man, because she's going to be healing all of our guys. We've got some beefy guys. Even Jarvan's a beefy guy. He's going to chunk you. You might do a little damage, and this Soraka is just going to heal up all that damage. All right, so the Diana went for an aggressive start, hoping to get like that early kill. Diana doesn't really turn on until she's level 6, which is somewhere around in the early to mid game, and she's got Nashor's Turret. She's got Seeker's Arm Guard, which is a little odd because she's facing a Vladimir. I would think she wants a little more defensive. She would have gone. If she wanted a little more defensive, she should have gone some MR, some magic resistant item, instead of the Seeker's Arm Guard, which is going to protect her from attackers like our Jarvan or Caitlyn. But that's not what's going on in her lane. She should try to itemize towards her lane. So that is a mistake there. So if she wanted more defensive build because she was getting beaten by the Vladimir, she should have gone some MR. But maybe the Vladimir matchup with Diana is difficult for her because she wants to itemize. Maybe Diana wants to itemize versus AD rather than AP, because things like Zhonya's Hourglass is a lot of utility. Plus, you get some defense versus attack damage carries. But it might be that she's less effective versus magic damage carries. So that's definitely a bit of an issue with that build right there. You've got the Xin. He went a little bit of a bursty with Iceborne Gauntlet and survivability with our Iceborne Gauntlet. I mean, that's okay. But you're not going to get a whole lot of procs from the Iceborne Gauntlet. I mean, you might be able to keep up with people, CC them a bit, but you're kind of missing out on what Xin Zhao's like. Xin Zhao's attacks are, you know, quick-paced attacks, and they're not really like, I mean, you can activate them as abilities, but he's more, he's not going to be proccing this that often. And I think he could have itemized better. I'm trying to think, like, what exactly would he be itemizing against? Like because he can't survive the J4's attack, not his full combo. So this will give him enough to last a little bit, but I guess he was thinking that he's gonna get a little armor and slow people down. I guess that's what he was thinking. That's okay, but I'm a little shaky as far as that as a utility. But I guess it's okay. You can still slow people down. But if you just wanted to slow people down, why don't you just get the hammer, the frost hammer, because then you can just you can have survivability with health and slow people. So yeah, I think that is a little goofy of an item. Twitch, you got your regular critical attack damage build, and it looks like he's building his third item, or his second item is Blade of the Rune King, which would be fine because it's gonna do lots of damage to the Jarvan and me, but he's not quite there yet. He needs to build like Blade of the Rune King, and then he needs to build like something either to Last Whisper or something to attack our high HP pool. And then finally, you've got the Bruiser in the top lane. You have Black Cleaver. You've got Bramble Vest. And he's got a Spirit Visage. That's not going to help too much towards the Jarvan. The Jarvan is doing so much damage. He's outputting magic damage with Sunfire. He does his combo with Titanic Hydra, which just chunks him so much. And every time Jarvan attacks, he is healing himself. So he's out healing the damage coming from the top laner, and the top laner just can't. The top laner needs to be able to kite better and avoid damage. And it just looks like he was outmatched. As far as like the Jarvan matchup, I'm trying to think like the matchup between these two top laners, and I'm not sure which one is better than the other. But I think the Jarvan knew the matchup versus the Urgot, and he could definitely handle himself. But as far as whether Urgot actually is countered by Jarvan, I don't know. Because he can do a lot of damage and he can hang in there. He's usually not a character, unless he's just super fed to kill people. He's more of a champion that kind of CCs and does some damage, like a bruiser champion. And then finally you've got Zyra, who got some modest AP items. Got Eye of the Watchers for some warding, and more like Necronomicon for cooldown reduction and some AP. So she's doing some damage. She's doing some damage, and she's getting her cooldowns for her ultimate and her abilities. So she's definitely going for an aggressive build here. And I think that's what you do as a Zyra. Because if you're not going aggressive, why pick Zyra? Why not pick Braum? Alright guys, I think that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is Arch, and I'm signing out. Hi-yo.